What's going on, you guys? Marvin Francois here, and today I'm very happy. We have a very special guest today on the channel. My guy, Mr. Dion Coopwood, aka Mr. Phenomenal. How you doing today, brother?
I'm all good, bro. How about you?
Hey, man, I'm blessed and I'm highly favored, and I'm extremely excited to have you here because today we are going to be talking about how to get 100K in 100 days in business funding. And on top of that, we're also going to talk manufacturer spending. We're going to talk credit repair gems. We're going to talk anything and everything under the sun to put you in position to get from here to there and beyond. So I'm super excited to have you here. And without further ado, let's get it rocking and rolling.
Let's do it, brother.
Hey, man, first and foremost, thank you for coming back on. I appreciate it.
Hey, that first one was good, though.
Now, here you go underselling it. Good.
I'm just.
I thought it was phenomenal. No pun intended. No, nobody. You see what I did there.
Hey, but I was reading through the comments, and I appreciate like the people that you have, bro. Like your community, they are amazing.
They do their thing. I appreciate them. Shout out to everybody.
I was looking through the comments. Let me see what they talking about. They was like, "Oh, this is great." I said, "Oh, this is good."
I had people messaging me like, "Thank you so much for putting me on to this, brother. I just tapped into his this. I got tapped into his that." So I had to bring you back. But since we're talking about community, I'm gonna have a moment of transparency with you.
Got you. Come on.
I told him I was bringing you back.
Okay.
And I don't know how you're gonna react to this, but I'm gonna tell you what they said. I ain't say it. They said it. I said I'm bringing Mr. Phenomenal back. Y'all enjoyed him the first time. I'm bringing him back. They said we're excited to have him back, but does he really have more gems to give us than what he did in the first one? I'm just telling you what they said.
Okay.
I'm just telling you what they said.
It's okay.
I'm just telling you what they said.
Okay.
So I was taken aback. I threw my laptop out the window the whole nine. But I understand why they asked that, because they don't know you like I know you.
Right.
You understand? They don't know you like I know you. So I'm like, I gotta bring you back. You understand? Right. So I sent you the text. I'm like, yo, what's good? Let's go. You said 100K in 100 days. I said, what's that? And I said, you said I'll be here tomorrow, and boom, now you're here.
Let's do it.
So we about to rock and roll, and I'm extremely excited to get into it. But before, of course, you break down all the jewels, the gems in the game. For those who don't know, talk a little bit about who you are, a little bit about your background, what it is that you do, the whole nine.
Got you. Yeah, so like you said, my name is Dion, aka Mr. Phenomenal Power on Instagram, and I am a mindset and financial literacy coach. So I essentially help people with their mindset, just how to take the right approach from a mental perspective into whether that means starting a business, growing a business, scaling a business, and then from a financial literacy perspective, the money is very important.
100%.
If you ain't got your finances together, before you can get started, you may put yourself out of business. So I just teach people that financial concept so that way they can go ahead and dominate financially and go ahead and get started the right way.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And yeah, man, I really love the energy, but more importantly, I love the information that you brought on the first one. So I would be remiss if I didn't bring you back for the second one. And when me and you were talking about coming here today, I was like, yo, how can we take it to another level? Yeah. And then you were talking about, let me come on here and teach these people how they can get 100,000 in business funding in 100 days. Yeah. I'm going to say that again, but I'm going to say it slow because that may have gone over some people's head because you was talking a little spicy when you said that. $100,000 in business funding in 100 days. Yep. Before we even get into the nitty gritty of all of that, let's dive a little bit deeper into business funding, shall we? Yeah. Talk a little bit about, because people know personal funding. Yep. And people know business funding, right? Yep. Talk a little bit about business funding and why, compared to personal funding, business funding is so much better.
Yeah, so the thing about it is what people don't understand, and once I kind of break this down and make it make sense, people are going to probably go out to business funding, right? And the reason being is because as a business, an individual who owns a operating company, when you go out there, you get business lines of credit and business funding, and you spend that money. The more money you spend, the more money the banks want to give you.
Say that again, but say it slower.
As a business, the more money you spend, so let's just say if I got a $50,000 line of credit, let's just say from Chase Bank for my business, right? Right. As I spend those funds, Chase is going to call me and say, hey, how you doing? We see your company has been spending money. You've been paying us back. You've been spending money. You've been paying us back. We see you at your $50,000 limit. Would you like some more funds?
Just like that. 1, 2, 3.
Because we sure you want to grow and scale your company. Right. So they're going to offer me more money. But as an individual, if I went out there and I got a line of credit, let's just say I got a $10,000 line of credit from Chase, personal name. Right. As I get closer to that limit, they're going to be like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on, wait. And I may have to beg for a limit increase. I may have to ask for some more money. But they're like, oh, wait. And then if you're good, don't get me wrong, I don't want to, miscommunicate. But if you're good with your credit, they may end up every 90 days without you asking. They make you a little limit increase. But as a business owner, oh, they're giving the money away.
They're giving you the bag back.
They're giving you the bag on top of the bag on top of the bag. You know what I mean?
The bag.
Right. So it's like the more money you spend, the better you look as a business owner. The more money you spend on the personal side, the more liability they look at you. They're like, yo, let's stay away from him. He's spending too much money.
Got you. So that's a major gem in and of itself, right? Because you know and I know coming from credit, right? When it comes to personal funding or personal credit, you have what's called credit card utilization, right? And we know that we're not supposed to go over 30%. It's really advised that you don't go over 10%. So if you get an $1,000, $10,000 line of credit, like you said, but it's personal, you run that thing up, the bank looking at you. Not only is that bank looking at you crazy, but here's another gem for people that don't know this. Other banks that you may have relationships with also do soft pulls on your credit report. Am I right or am I wrong about that, brother?
No, you're right.
So you know, I got to give them a little something too. Right. So because they a lot of times now you may have a personal relationship with a bank, like you know, right? And they may do a soft pull and they may see that you maxed out your credit card with another bank. Now they get a little hesitant. Now they might mess around and slice your limits down as well, just because they see you have a scary relationship with another bank. But like you just said, when it comes to business funding, right? The beautiful thing about it is that a bank didn't give you $50,000 in business funding for you to only use $500.
That's exactly right.
They want you to run that thing up, but run it up responsibly.
Correct.
So now let's dive a little bit deeper into business funding, because there might be someone that may be hearing this and think to themselves, okay, I'm intrigued, I'm interested, I want to get that bag. As it pertains to business funding, if I'm listening to this and I was like, all right, I want 100K in 100 days, but I got bad credit. Is it still possible for me to go out there and get funding for my business if my personal credit is not where it needs to be?
Got you. So it's two sides to that coin. The very first thing that I'll say is I want to kill a misconception, which is most people think that, like, I have clients that come and say, hey, yo, I want to get 50,000. I want to get that 100,000 you said in 100 days. And they'll come and, you know, majority of the individuals who come, they'll have, you know, credit with challenges. I'm just gonna say bad. I'm gonna say they got credit and they got challenges in regards to credit. And so with that being said, there's two parts where you can go out there and you can get funding with just EIN only. You can go get some lines of credit. But majority of the time, based on experience and what I've seen, is that they'll typically give you a line of credit and it'll be a charge card. Unless and let me explain what a charge card is. A charge card is, hey, listen, if I give you a $20,000 line of credit, let's just say, I'm not gonna name no company name, but let's just say a company gave me $20,000 line of credit. Now I got this $20,000 line of credit. They say, hey, go ahead and spend it. Now, if I spend this $20,000 within 30 days, normally that's a charge card. That means that it's like a net 30. That means I got to pay this money back in 30 days.
Facts.
As a new business owner, I can't go and spend $20,000 and give you this $20,000 back. You put me in a bad spot. So now I'm going to be missing payments. It's not going to be a good relationship at all, right?
100%.
So from that perspective, you know, you got to look at it that way. Unless you're in a situation to where you can prove time in business. Normally, you got some lenders that'll give you, you know, say, okay, well, you know, 1 year is cool. But most lenders are looking for 2 years in business. They're looking for a business bank account. They're looking for income flowing through that business bank account. They're looking for a paydex score. They looking to make sure that the business is solid before they just go ahead and give you some money. So you can get some money if, you know, your business is structured and properly put together. But then majority of the time, because most people can't prove those elements, like all line by line, then they have to personally guarantee for, you know, that line of credit, which means that they personal credit has to be in order. It has to be up to par in order for you to go out there and get the funds and get the banks to want to support your business and say, okay, well, we'll go ahead and we'll lend you $25,000, $15,000, $50,000 line of credit. But it's contingent upon you as an individual, Marvin, having good credit report, good credit history to personally guarantee or PG or like kind of co-sign for your business as the business owner. So that's essentially, you know, the way that it works. I mean, so I just want the people to know, like,
to talk to them,
just get your personal credit in order. I mean, what it does, it helps, because if I can get let's say if I can get your business $25,000, and I can get you, you know, your business with you personally guarantee another $50,000, that's $75,000. Which one do you want?
It's not even a question.
You know what I mean? I want the whole. Give me the whole bag.
Come on, man. I need the whole thing and then some. The bag. You understand me? So yeah, no, that's a major gem in and of itself, 100%. So once again, to your point, can you go and get business funding without your personal credit being in order? Yes, but we got to put an asterisk next to it, because while you can still go get the credit without having your personal credit in order, and I know, and now the people who are watching know, it's a lot more legwork. Now if your personal credit ain't up there, then your business got to be looking ridiculous.
And this is the reason why. You got to we have to put ourselves in a position. We got to think like the bank.
Right. I love that line.
So if you're thinking like the bank, what would make a bank want to give your business some money? You're showing time, which says, okay, they've been around for a while. They're not a new kid on the block, right?
Right.
They have a business bank account. They have $50,000 to $75,000 plus flowing through this account.
Right.
Like, okay, I could do business with you, but if you're just gonna walk into the bank and say, hey, yo, I just started an LLC yesterday, it's not gonna work that way because these are unsecured lines of credit.
Right.
So the bank is saying, well, if you're a business, well, what kind of collateral or what kind of guarantees can you make that you just won't take this money and just run off? Because if that's the case, if we could just get money in our business name, then I'll go start an LLC tomorrow and just go apply for a line of credit and just never pay back. That's what people would do.
Right.
So with that being said, you can't just go out there, hey, I got bad credit. I want to get something. I got a new LLC. I want to get lines of credit. No, if you want to get like business funding with bad credit as an individual, your business has to be in order. You can't just go and just walk into the bank, walk out with 50 or 100,000 and think that that's just the way. It doesn't work that way.
Got you. Yeah, 100%. Like I've seen situations where I've had contemporaries of mine who have had brand new businesses that they just made, but their personal credit was beautiful, immaculate.
Yes.
They walked in the bank with $0. They left with $40K like it was nothing. Like a candy from a baby.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's a different ball game, right? So once again, it's not that you can't get that bag without having your personal credit in order, but you can get that and then some if your personal credit is in order. Right?
Yeah.
So now for the average person looking, before we officially dive into the 100K and 100-day play, I'm hearing this, I'm like, all right, Mr. Phenomenal, you got me. I'm gonna get my credit right. Only because you told me to do it on the Marvin Francois YouTube channel. All right, we're gonna get it going and popping. But I'm not knowledgeable. I don't really know what my personal credit report gotta look like for me to go and get the bag. For me to go and get the bag.
That's
for me
good.
to go and get the bag.
That's
you understand
good.
what I'm saying?
That's good. Yeah.
Talk me through it. Walk me through it. You got my personal credit report in your hands right now. What does my personal credit report need to look like in order for me to get the bag? Talk to me.
All right. So let me. Whew, this is good.
Take a deep breath, brother. We here to play and stay.
All right, so check it out. I want everybody to understand and know that you don't have to have like no 800.
Okay.
To get 100.
Let's get that. Let's get demystifies that.
Throw it away. Throw it. Let's get it out of there. You don't even have to have a 750. You don't have to have that either.
You might have made me throw this chair.
Yeah. You don't have to have that either. You know what I mean? So, what I educate and what I explain to all my clients is that at the very bare minimum, you need to make sure that your credit score is classified as good. And that's a 680 plus. Right. So as long as we got a 680, we're going to work with you.
100%.
680. So, like I tell everybody, just stop falling in love with your credit score. Don't worry about, I got to have everybody wants to have a 700. Like, man, look, I do credit repair. I mean, and everybody, you probably got an 800. I don't. I mean, look, I'm just going to take it. I don't got an 800.
Me neither.
You know what I mean? Like, and we do this.
We live this.
Because we understand that once you get to a certain score, like you get the same treatment. Facts. If I walk in with 800, you walk in with a 780, it's the same treatment. They not going to treat me any different. But now if I walk in with a 600,
What are you doing here?
What you doing? Turn around. Get out of here, right?
This is the wrong place, brother. Go get out of here.
So, let's talk about the structure, right? First thing first is if we're gonna look at score, which obviously everybody looks at score, but again, don't fall in love with it. But at least a 680 is what we need to do. That's the starting point to make sure that. Now I'm gonna say 680, but I'm gonna tell because I know some people gonna say, well, I gotta prove and I got a 660. I understand. What I'm saying is if we're gonna try to get the bag. Yeah, we want to get an approval and then we want to get closer to the highest limit that bank is potentially gonna give us. 680.
Beautiful.
First thing, 680. Then we got to look at the 5 metrics that a credit score is comprised of. So the first thing is payment history. So payment history, you can't have no payments. No payments. None. No missed payments. Yeah. 0. Yeah. So if you got some missed payments, you got to go see somebody about that. Yeah. Got to go see somebody. 100%. Credit card utilization. It's got to be underneath 10%.
Yeah. Not 30?
No.
15.
No.
20.
No.
29, brother.
No. Underneath 10.
Okay. All right.
Because again, we talk about not only getting approved, I want to have the best possible. Like if the bank for that particular line of credit, they maxing people out at 50,000, I want the 50. I don't want 25. Now if I'm at 15%, I'm at 20, maybe at 30%, they might say, all right, we'll we'll give him 15 out of the 30,000 we was gonna get. We'll give him 25 out of the 50,000. No. Give me the max. So if I want the max, I want to hit that sweet spot. Credit utilization underneath 10%. Right now we got credit age. Credit age need to be 3 years or more. You need to show some kind of seasonality.
Right.
You
I
need to show you kind of seasoned. You've been doing business for a while. You know, you got people running around with 1 year, 6 months. I mean, and there's a way that you can increase history because you can't go back and get history.
100%.
But you need to have 3 years and more in regards to credit history. So again, I'm gonna give a little gem. I'm gonna give a little hack. If you're missing that credit history piece, because that's the biggest opportunity in regards to credit profiles.
Facts.
Because you can't go back and get time.
That's a fact.
Like majority of people, the longest length of accounts that on their credit profile is student loans. That's everybody's history.
Right.
And so you know what most people are doing? Most people are running and they're trying to get people to delete the student loan.
Yeah.
So now you get 15-year history deleted because you had 2 or 3, 4 missed payments on it for the last 3 years and it's hurting your credit profile. So you think, but then now you got that deleted and you saying, why my score didn't go up? Because this is a metric and it is weighted and there's percentages. So I may have deleted the payment history part and got that taken care of, but then I just deleted 15 years of history.
Yeah, you ain't never getting that back.
You can't get it back.
You could cry to Jesus.
You know what I mean?
Back. Yeah.
So the only way for you to be able to get that back, which is a hack, is you got to add a trade line.
Talk to them.
You got to add that.
Come on, man.
So now to get the 15 years back, you got 3 accounts, student loans that had 15 years, which was all your history. Now you got to go add 3 trade lines with 15 years just to replace that history. Right? So we got to add that. We got to make sure our we got 3 years of history or more. Then we got account mix. So from an account mix perspective, we didn't have 10 or more one-time solid paid accounts.
Got you.
Like 1 account, 2 accounts.
It's not enough.
It's a thin profile.
Right.
You know, you got 700. It's people on here that's probably watching this and trying to figure out why what a 700 got a decline, or what a 700 why you got a $1,000 limit, or what a 700 why you got a $2,000 limit. And the reason why is because you're not showing proof that you have done business, not only from a time perspective, but with other variations of companies are giving you either installment lines of credit or revolving lines of credit. So we talk about you being able to pay a set amount every single month, like a mortgage, car note, things of that nature, or revolving lines of credit where it's like, yeah, I owe you money, but the amount that I'm paying every single month is different, like a credit card, cell phone bill, things of that nature. So when we're talking about you having accounts, you didn't have 10 or more accounts that's reporting to your credit profile that is in good standings, right? That last metric is going to be increase. This piece, this
is moment of silence.
I mean, when I tell you, brother, like increase is, again, people with 700s, 750s, they say, yo, why I got to decline? Okay. And now the first thing that comes to my mind, probably the same for you. I'm thinking, first thing I'm thinking is utilization, probably too high.
Right.
Or they got too many increase. They just out here applying. And so when you're consistently applying to the banks, you're looking like you're
needy. You can say it. You're not gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. You're needy. You're greedy and you're needy.
You're scaring the banks.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, this is 29 increase in the last 24 months. What you got going on?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Why is it that what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why do you keep doing credit applications? Why do you keep going out here and applying the actual lines of credit? And so, these banks, like you said, they have these algorithms in place and they're looking at all of these factors and all of these features to determine whether you're going to be somebody that's going to be good to lend money to, or you're probably going to be a risk and a liability to lend money to. So the guideline and the criteria that I just gave is essentially what people want to follow in order to ensure that not only that you get approved,
but you get the bag,
but you get you're on a side where, like you said, you get that bag. We want to get the bag.
The bag.
Yeah. That too.
Yeah. So, okay. Son, I pulled you over today?
Because I was doing 90 and a 40 and hit 3 people along the way?
No, I don't care about that. What I do care about, though, is when checking our system, seems like you got a 580 credit score, right? Now, normally, I'd give you a ticket for this, but instead, I'm going to give you a link to a website called francoiscapital.com, right? They specialize in removing hard inquiries, charge-offs, collections, student loans, evictions, and so much more. So when you leave here, head over to francoiscapital.com and book your free credit consultation today, the capital way.
All right, well, thank you, officer. What the hell is this? Are you even a cop?
Have a good day. We talked about the importance of business funding versus personal funding.
Yep.
We talked about, do you really need a good personal credit report to get business funding?
Yep.
We talked about what your personal credit report needs to look like so that you could get the bag. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of it all. Let's really talk now.
Yep.
100K in 100 days. That's what you told me. I maybe I misread the text. Maybe I misheard the phone call. I don't know.
Yep.
But what you said was 100K in 100 days.
Yep.
Not 100,000 pennies, nickels. No, $100,000 in business funding.
Yep.
Talk slow. Be thorough. Be detailed.
Yep.
Break down the play. If I'm listening to you right now, I'm trying to be Mr. Phenomenal myself. Right?
Got you.
How do I get 100K in business funding in 100 days? Go ahead, brother.
All right. So I'm a kill another misconception, which is that people hear that, they say, well, what does he mean 100K in 100 days?
Mm-hmm.
How am I going to get my hands on $100,000 in 100 days? How is that possible?
Mm-hmm.
Because most people that are teaching business credit and business funding, what they're teaching is that you need to go through tier 1, tier 2, they're explaining that.
Mm-hmm.
And so essentially to me, again, this is based on experience. To me, that's the slowest boat to China possible.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not throwing anybody under the rug. I'm not, throwing nobody in front of the bus. But what I'm saying is I've taken clients through what I'm going to explain.
Right.
And they've been able to get the bag. Like recently I had one of my clients and who ended up turning into a mentee of mine. He just got approved for $140,000.
You about to make me take my coat off.
You know what I mean?
You about
One bank though. One bank. You got to come up out of that thing because it's going to get real spicy in here.
It's getting hot in here.
It's going to get spicy in
What are
here.
we talking about here? Go ahead, keep going.
You know
Don't
what I'm
worry about
saying?
me.
So from that perspective, I'm going to just give you guys a very simple roadmap that, I took this same individual through. And, I think the reality is that if people listening, you're taking notes, don't skip a step. Don't try to say, you know what, I'm gonna do this part right here the way I want to do it. I'm not going to listen to this guy.
Right.
I'm giving you guys what I've used and what has worked for me. Now, you may say, hey, I do something totally different. That's your business. That's not mine, right? So let's get into it. All right. So the very first thing is we just talked about it. Personal credit.
Gotta look crazy. Yeah.
You have to make sure that that's in order. You have to make sure that that's in order because again, we want to get the biggest bag because, when you go and ask for money, some of these lenders, they're going to say, hey, we want you to personally guarantee for your business. And we're not going to give you this $50,000 line of credit or this $25,000 line of credit without you putting your Social Security down on this application and us being able to check out how you've been handling credit. Right. So the first thing is let's get the personal credit score in order. Like let's get the profile together. Let's get everything in order on the personal credit side. Before we even take a step, let's do that first.
Step one.
Step 2 is we need to go ahead and we need to establish our business. Not just get an EIN number and I'm nothing wrong to the sole proprietors out there who just operate as EIN. Nothing against none of them because you can still get this bag too. But again, if we want to talk about getting the maximum possibility to get a bag, we need to go ahead and start our business. I would recommend everybody at least start an LLC and incorporate your business the right way. I'm talking about there are some things that need to be done in order to establish a business the correct way. And what I mean by that is because when you go apply for these lines of credit, these banks have an algorithm called data points.
Here we go.
You see what I'm saying?
Let me move in. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Get a little bit closer, bro.
Say that again.
Yeah. So the banks they got data points. And so essentially when you go to the bank, they're saying, hey, it's an artificial intelligence system that's got a check mark system. It's like, hey, okay, incorporated, 800 number, business email. Like they're going down like business address. Like they're going down the list to make sure everything that you supposed to have as a business owner is in order. Right. Like they're checking you out with a fine tooth comb. Right. And so essentially we need to make sure that we start our business the right way and don't just go out here and just get an EIN number and try to go establish No, we're going to do this thing the right way, right? So once we've gotten our personal credit in order, now we've established our business and we make sure that everything is in order because now I'll give you guys a walkthrough, a kind of a walk down of what essentially, like I'm talking about right off the bat needs to be done. But like, there's a lot that goes into it. But let me give as much as I can with the time we got, right?
Talk to me and walk with me.
All right. So LLC has to be incorporated the right way because the bank has data points, right? So from that perspective, we need to make sure that before we go and even do our articles of incorporation, we need to go ahead and get 800 number. Let's get 800 number.
And you talking about like a number for an actual business phone number?
Yes.
Okay, boom. Okay,
so
boom.
y'all can go to grasshopper.com or wherever you decide you want to go to get 800 number. It's going to cost you about $30 a month. That's $1 a day.
Boom.
That's a business expense.
Another gem. You can get one at Ring Central. Ring Central is also a great one. Twilio. Twilio will also give you another one. The list just goes on.
And so watch this. Look, I just want to explain it because people going to say, well, why do I got a 800 number? What business doesn't? What real business doesn't?
You mean to tell me Apple's phone number ain't 718-448?
It's not. It's 800.
What about Best Buy? If I call Best Buy,
it's 800.
Okay. Amazon, they don't got
It's 800.
Okay, I'm gonna let you talk because you know what you're talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. Go ahead, talk.
It's 800.
Right.
Like so when you're applying for this application, when you put down the information, you can't put down some regular residential. That's not going to work. So then now that goes into let's get a business address. What would you recommend? Because I mean, hey, I'm gonna tell them, hey, you go to ipostal1.com, but
That's
I know
one
you
right
got
there.
What you got.
I got Regis. That's where I got mine from. Regis is another one. You get a virtual office there. Where else?
I think mine's gonna be cheaper than yours.
It is though. It is.
ipostal1 is $10 a month.
See, yeah, I'm paying 75 right now. I'm paying 75 right now, ladies and gentlemen. But those are two. You could weigh your options, right? iPost or Regis. Boom. So there you go. So you need the 800 number. Now you need the business address.
So now we got the business address. So now again, why do I need a business address? Because when you putting down on this application and these businesses looking, they like, okay, here go the personal information, here go the business information. And again, no offense to nobody that's running their business out of their home,
right?
But you still need to have a virtual address that you're paying $10 a month. This is a business expense, so that way when you apply for a line of credit, they like, yo, they look at, and this is going to come up as a commercial address. And even if they decided to manually, as they review your application, Google you, they like, oh, skyscraper. Okay, downtown New York, downtown Chicago, downtown LA. Okay, yeah, they must really be doing business. So now this adds to the credibility of your business. They like, they legit. You know what I mean? Then what we're going to do is we're going to go secure our intellectual property, which is we're going to go ahead and go secure our domain name, www.mybusiness.com. And then what happens inside of that, as you go to googledomains.com and secure that, you're also going to, at the exact same time when you pay $12 for the year, this is $1 a month,
right,
for your intellectual property to secure your domain. What you're going to do is you're going to also add the feature for your business email. So let's just say,
what a business email look like? Talk to me. What does that look like?
Marvin Francois at, let's just say, francoiscapital.com.
So you mean to tell me it can't be, sexygorilla97@gmail? No, that's not a business.
No.
Florida Boy 42 at yahoo.com. That's not.
Anything with Yahoo and Gmail, you're decreasing your likelihood of getting money.
Youngman45 at AOL.com. That's a business email right there. Okay. I'm gonna let you talk. You know what you're talking about. I'm gonna let you talk. Go ahead.
It's not. So I'm going. It's a two-part fold. Let's eliminate the Yahoos and the Gmails when we're applying for lines of credit. First thing. Out of there. The second thing is when you get your business email, I would suggest that you do something simple like a info at marvinfrancoiscapital.com.
Yep.
I would say business at coopwoodcapital.com.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like support at Marvin. You see what I'm saying? So something simple to where it's more business savvy. Again, all we're doing is we're mimicking what these big businesses do.
Facts.
Who are going out here and getting that, what you call it, the bag.
The bag.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so we're mimicking what they're doing. So when you go to Walmart.com, you're looking and you can see how everything is the framework and it's structured out. Because when we apply for this line of credit, we just want to look the part. So that way, when they hit these data points, all of our data points are adding up. And so instead of getting a decline, we can walk into an approval, right? So now once we've gotten that done, now we can turn around and now we go ahead and we go to our Secretary of State and we go ahead and we apply for our business. And then as we apply for the business, guess what we're doing? We're putting down the business address. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're talking about.
So because this is public record.
Yeah.
So if you know the name of my company, you look it up. And then I got my house and everything is, it's not making sense.
The math ain't mathing.
The math ain't mathing. So now when I go and apply and I establish my business, I'm putting down the 800 number. I'm putting down the virtual address. I'm putting down the business email. Everything is lining up. It's a business on paper now. Right? Then after that, now we go get our EIN number. We put the same information. We go to irs.gov. We put our EIN number. We put all that information down and we incorporate. Everything is solid now. Everything is solidified. Everything is solid on paper.
Fact.
So on paper, we're looking good. So if we're going to look good on paper, then now when we go ask these banks for some money, we look good. They say, okay, you look good as an individual. Your business looks good. Let's give him the what?
The bag.
That's it. That's essentially the way that it works. So now, once we're looking good on paper, the last piece that we need to do is we need to start building business credit for our baby. Now we need to start building business credit. What does that look like? We need to go to nav.com. and we need to establish a business account. And so nav.com is essentially like for individual credit, it's like a Credit Karma or an Experian or a Smart Credit. It's an account where you're gonna be able to essentially like monitor your business credit. So now once you go and get this after you just established your business, there are certain things that they're looking for to establish your NAV account. And one of those things is obviously they want to make sure the EIN number is in place. They want to make sure the LLC is in place.
Right.
They want to be able to find the business. And also that incorporates with your secondary piece, which is your Dun and Bradstreet number, right? So all of this stuff correlates. Now, and I did skip over that part with the DNB number because I want to explain in more detail. But what I will say is when businesses are established, they do assign you a Dun and Bradstreet number. But if they didn't assign it to you and you're trying to figure that out, then once your LLC paperwork and everything comes back, you can go to dnb.com and you can apply for a Dun & Bradstreet number. But normally, when LLC paperwork come back, you can go to dnb.com and you can go in the right-hand corner, go to the tab and go search my DNB number. And as long as you put in the name of the business and the state that it was incorporated in, it'll pop up as active or a dissolved business. So as long as it pop up as active, you can email yourself your Dun & Bradstreet number. But I didn't skip it and I didn't miss it.
Right.
I just wanted to get into it when I got into the NAV
take
account.
Your time, brother.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
I just want to make sure people
Take your
can
time,
be like, So from that perspective, once you create your NAV account, now they're looking for the Dun & Bradstreet, right? They're looking for, to make sure the business is incorporated. They're looking for all of these things to populate, your business credit score with your Dun & Bradstreet score and or AKA your Paydex score, right? So this is the score that lenders are looking at to determine your credit worthiness. They're saying, hey, like, should we give this person money or not? And so the difference between personal credit and business credit in regards to credit score reporting is your personal side, you got Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, right? So on the business side, all you got to do is just, you just drop the T. So you got Experian, Equifax, and Dun & Bradstreet.
Facts.
Instead of it TransUnion. So you got the Dun & Bradstreet and or Paydex score that they're looking at. And that's the score that's the most important.
Facts.
That's the one that you want to get to 80 or better. And so now we're going to break down to help us get this bag with a good personal credit score. What does that score need to look like? It need to be an 80 or better, right? How do we get this score to an 80 or better? Now, this is the part where I'll take you from the normal, which is everybody's like, hey, you need to get your what? They say net 30s, net 15s. Go ahead and get your net accounts, and that's going to help you establish some credit. And I'm not saying that it doesn't, but I'm saying it's incorporated in that you getting your net 30s, you need to also get some business trade accounts. And so what we're talking about is going out and adding accounts and lines of credit that is going to report to your business credit profile that is essentially is now going to report business credit for you. Because it's kind of like when we are growing up, we already got a credit score. We just need to start buying stuff to help improve it and to establish more credit. Whereas with a business, when you establish the business, it's nothing there. It's zero. NAV is going to tell you when you first create the account, we couldn't find your business. It's going to take some time for you to generate, right, and for it to find your business. So the fastest way for you to be able to build business credit and so you can qualify for that 100K in 100 days is we need to get your Paydex score to an 80 or better, right? So that way we can go to the bank and the banks are saying, oh man, this is a solid individual. This is a solid business, right? So with these trade accounts, the very first one that you want to get is when you sign up for your NAV account, you want to get NAV Boost.
Say that again.
NAV Boost.
Okay.
NAV Boost is $39.99 a month. You get NAV Boost. And when you click on NAV Boost, it's going to tell you this is the fastest way for you to be able to establish business credit for your business so that way you can go out there and start getting funded. It's going to tell you that. We're talking about $39 a month. You're investing into your business to establish business credit so that way you go out there and start getting lines of credit. That's just one. You got a company called Red Spectrum.
Boom. That's another one. Say that one more time.
Red Spectrum. Red Spectrum is I think it's like $99 to start, $59 a month. Easy. They normally start you off with a $2,500 line of credit. Here's a hack. Once you get approved, email them and say, hey, I was expecting a higher line of credit, and normally they give you like an extra $1,000 or $2,000. Nasty.
Let me sit up, man. Keep going.
So again, we're establishing credit.
Right.
So now these lines of credit are populating. We building credit. We building credit for our business, right? Then you got another one called eCredible.
Say it one more time.
eCredible. eCredible is an account super cheap. It's like $10, $11 a month, bro. Another line of credit that's going to get this is some fire stuff.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
I'm taking you past the tears. I'm taking you past. I'm literally like, this is it.
This is ridiculous. Okay, keep going.
Look, and I'm gonna give him a fourth one.
Another one?
I'm gonna give him another one. I got another.
Go ahead.
So we got they can go. So Credit Strong. That's normally for individuals, right?
Facts.
So Credit Strong. They recently just launched where they do it for businesses now. So, for individuals, we go get Credit Strong, we get Self to build our personal credit up. What Credit Strong just launched, where they got a business Credit Strong, where you can literally get Credit Strong for your business and build business credit for your business too. This is crazy. So you're paying a monthly, and I think for business it's a little bit more expensive than it is for an individual. But these accounts like Self and Credit Strong, these are fusion accounts where these are accounts where we're building credit, but we're paying the money, and the money we're paying into it, we're actually building up like a savings account too. So when you're paying this $100, $150, $200 a month to Credit Strong for your business, once you're done with that agreement, then you're actually in a situation to where you got money saved up and you built business for your business credit for your business. It's a win-win situation. You can't lose. So essentially, if you go get those 4 at minimum and you're already adding some net 30s, literally within about 90 days, you're gonna have a paydex score. Your Dun & Bradstreet score is gonna populate, and it's gonna put you in a position where, because if somebody got bad credit or a credit with challenges, like most of them, like when clients come to me and they want to get business credit, and I could do both at the same time. So I'm repairing the credit, takes about maybe 90, 120 days. I'm building business credit, take me another 90 days or so. By the time we get to that 100th day, everything is in order, Mark. Everything is in order.
Everything is immaculate.
Everything is in order. Now when we go after funding, they got this solid personal credit profile. The business established the right way. Why wouldn't you give me money? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
1, 2, 3.
Why wouldn't you? And now I'm gonna say something else. The people need to know this too.
Hold on. Let me sit up. Go ahead.
Now this gonna be some super crazy sauce.
Don't make me run out the room.
You might have to slap this mic down.
don't make me run out the room. Talk to them. Whoa. Go ahead.
Check this out. Most people are going and they looking for funding and they looking for business credit, but they going to the wrong places. Yeah, I knew you was gonna get up out of here on me. I knew he was gonna leave. I knew it. I'm gonna give us some game.
Say it again. Oh, I'm getting a headache.
Y'all are going for funding and y'all going for lines of credit. Hey, look, personal and business, but more so on the business side, y'all going to the wrong places. Y'all going to banks that aren't looking to give you money. Or what I would say is this too. You're not going to get funding in the proper sequence and order. There's a sequence to this thing.
Talk to them.
You know what I mean?
Talk to them.
It's a sequence to it.
Talk to them.
Like, I give you an example. Chase got a rule called 524. With the 524 rule, you can't have more than 5 brand new open lines of credit within the last 24 months. 5 accounts in 24 months. So Chase is a stickler. They can say, hey, look, you got an 800. And I tried it just to see. They declined me. With my 790, they said no. I had more than 5 brand new accounts within the last 24 months. So they said, we don't want to do business with you. They want like some type of premium clientele.
Yeah.
So that means that if you're going out the funding, you got to go to Chase first. You can't. So I mean, if you're going to go try to get 100,000, let's say you're going to 4, 5, 6 different lenders. Chase got to be the first on the list. Because if you go to 5 of the banks first, and then you go to Chase last, you just blew the bag. You just messed it up for yourself. Chase not going to get that. Could have been $20,000, $25,000 that you could essentially had, and you blew it because you didn't go to them first. So I'm just telling you, you guys need to go to the right place. So I'm going to tell you where you need to go in order to get funded.
You brother, come on. You about to tell us where to go now.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go.
So I would say, to be honest, there are banks that are looking to fund small businesses. They are going to support you, and they are looking to give away money. Most of these are, your small in-town banks, and or majority of these banks are credit unions. And the reason why credit unions are giving away a lot of money is because they are not-for-profit.
Say that again.
Credit unions are non-for-profit, where they're looking to support the community. They're going to give you the best interest rates, and they're going to give you approvals way faster and way better than any traditional bank will give you. That's just if you go to your credit union, if you go to a regular bank, the regular bank is going to say, hey, yo, here's your interest rate. It's probably going to be double what the credit union is. You know what I mean? And then it's just not a good situation. And they're going to say, hey, well, we're going to approve you for X amount of dollars. The credit union may say, well, yeah, we got extra 10, 15,000. So now you get your dream car and you got a lower. So now you could get your dream car because the credit union giving you more money. Now you get your dream car on your house because they give you a lower interest rate, so it's a more affordable monthly expense. You know what I mean?
Right.
So let me give some banks that I would recommend people go to.
Talk to me.
Obviously, if you're going through the funding process, again, remember, it's a sequence to this thing. I would definitely go to Chase first if you're going to go get some money, because of that rule that they have in place, right? After Chase, I would go to a bank like FNBO, which is First National Bank of Omaha. And so again, when y'all are applying for these banks, right now, FNBO, because they have seen a spike in their applications, it's a situation to where they have made it mandatory where they're only accepting applications based upon zip code for region specific. So when you go to FNBO, you need to Google.
Make sure you qualify.
Yeah. When you go to the website, you hit biz, you tab, you hit credit that line application. It's gonna say enter the zip code. So you need to Google Omaha zip code and put that in there.
Yeah. Oh, that's a gem.
That's a gem.
That's a gem.
Otherwise, you can't apply.
Boom.
You can't apply.
Okay.
So they've seen an influx probably because of individuals like myself.
Right.
I'm sending people to get
you're letting people know, like, hey, they're giving out that bag.
They're giving out that bag.
Yeah.
So you go to FNBO, and an example is FNBO this is going to be crazy. FNBO will give you a business line of credit and they give you a personal line of credit, right? So you can go to FNBO on the business side. If everything is structured the way I just said, on the business side, they're going to give you $15,000. That's normally what they max out at. And then on the personal side, they give you like another $10,000 or $15,000. So we talking about going to one bank and getting 25 to 30 grand. That's one bank.
Right. That's ridiculous.
One bank.
That's ridiculous.
One bank.
Right.
Now, it's somebody who said, look, you can stop. I don't need nothing else. I'm good. Because you done already probably went to Chase and got 10, 15, 20.
Facts.
And then I told you to go over here. Now you just got 30. That's 50. Easy.
Keep going.
Easy.
Keep going.
Go to another bank. They're giving out the bag. And with FNBO, you don't even have to establish an account to get that kind of bag. But with this bank, I would definitely recommend if you're going to go to Truist. Yeah.
You know they said they didn't know you had more of the sauce to give, right? I'm telling you what they told me.
Right.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
So with Truist, you can apply online. You can go in. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do. I would definitely recommend you open up a personal and a business bank account with them. Put like $50 or $100 each account, and then go ahead and apply for a line of credit. Go apply for their business line of credit. Truist gonna give you a bag. They'll give you about 20 on each side. If your profile is matched the right way. 20 on the business, 20 on the personal.
Okay.
So that's another 40 on top of what was we at before?
I think we was at like 50. Now it's a 40. Now we sitting at 90.
That's 100. That's 100.
So
that's 100.
Was that 100K in 100 days? I think.
Yep, pretty much.
So you taught us how to structure our personal credit report.
Yep.
You taught us how to structure our business.
Yep.
You taught us how to build business credit. And then on top of that, you gave us the resources for all those things. And then you told us what banks to go to, different gems that they need to have.
You want some more banks?
Keep going. You
can. I give a couple more. You can go to DCU Credit Union.
Okay.
They pretty solid too. I would definitely say establish an account with them and then apply for lines of credit with them. And then the one that my good friend and mentee got that $140,000 from, he went to Wintrust.
Say that again.
So now Wintrust is actually owned, like they partnered and owned by like Truist as well. That's a Truist bank. So, and again, when y'all are looking up these banks, looking for like partnership banks too, because a lot of these banks are like, they are owned by other banks.
That's a fact.
But the reality is that because they networked in together, if I got approved by this bank, the sister bank is gonna give me the bread too. Like, it's a win-win, right?
Yeah.
So you can go to that's Truist gonna give you the bag. Then now you already know that Wintrust gonna give you the bag. It's a layup,
right?
It's a layup. So go to Wintrust, open up you lines of credit. You know what I mean? Open up some bank accounts, request for a line of credit, and you should be good too. I just now at that point, I probably put you at about between $150 and $250,000 right there with those banks. Seriously.
You know they didn't believe in you, right? I'm trying to tell you what I'm telling you what my community told me. I knew, but I had to bring you back so that you could defend yourself, so that you could really see what's going on. 100K in 100 days, like this. Yep. 1, 2, 3,
just like that, bro.
Right, and to piggyback off of, first of all, ridiculous.
Yeah.
And we're not even done yet. Oh my Lord. What I want to one comment I want to make on everything you just said. There may be a lot of people who don't necessarily understand the importance of structure and kind of getting all these things together. Everything that Mr. Phenomenal just broke down is so important when it comes to getting business funding, because once again, you got to think like the bank, like you said, right?
Yep.
Banks want to give out money.
Yep.
They want to give out money. That's how they make their money, by loaning out money. But at the same time, and I know the number one priority for them is to minimize liability as much as possible.
Yep.
So You can't go to them with a personal credit report that looks good, but your business isn't structured properly.
Yep.
You can't go to them with a business that's structured properly, but your personal credit report looks ridiculous.
Yep.
You have to make sure that you follow each and every single one of these steps if you want to get that bag. And it's imperative because you know and I know there's going to be somebody out there. We gave them 10 steps. They did 8 out of the 10. They come back. Well, I only got 5K. Well, you ain't do all the 10 steps. You ain't take the information and implement it the right way. You understand? So I appreciate you really breaking that down from top to bottom the way that you did. That was absolutely ridiculous, brother.
Yep.
That was absolutely ridiculous.
Quick question. Would you be interested in learning how to start a 6-figure credit repair company? Yes? Okay, what about a 6-figure funding business? Yes again? Okay, what about a 6-figure trade line business as well? 3 yeses, cool, that's all I need. Now listen, I can't say too much now because I do need to get you back to this interview, but I'm getting ready to launch a mentorship program, and quite honestly, I think you'd be a perfect fit, right? So when you're done with this video, click the link in the description. It's gonna bring you to the landing page. It's gonna give you all the information you need about this program, when it starts, what it's about, everything you're gonna learn, and if you would be a good fit for it. We'll talk more on that page, but for now, let's get you back to the video.
So now, I'm blown away. I want to stay on.
Can I?
If you want to keep going, you could. The floor is yours.
I just see.
Talk to them.
See, because the cameraman looking at me too, man. I just want to help somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
It's people that saying, yo, why are they going to give my brand new business this amount of money so fast?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to help y'all with this application process because the application process is scary. The application process is scary.
Uh-huh.
So one very important thing that you guys got to know in application is that a lot of the decisions that they're making is going to be predicated off, yes, the profile and the information, but it's going to be predicated off of what we would call stated income.
Okay.
So what stated income is, they're going to ask you a very specific question.
Facts.
And this is going to help determine whether they're going to max you out or give you just a regular.
Facts.
And they're going to ask you how much income does your business generate? What is the revenue for your business, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so with this question, this is a stated income question, which means that if you know you're a new business owner, you just got started, you need to put down what do you expect for your business to generate over the next 12 months?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Do you think your business gonna do 100,000?
Mm-hmm.
I think it will. You think your business gonna do 200,000? I think it will. So if that's the case, then you need to put that down on the application. Don't you put down zero.
Yeah.
Don't you put down no 10,000.
No 50,000.
Because we're gonna put in the work, right?
Oh, of course.
We're gonna put in the work. So if we're
sure.
gonna put in the work and we know that we're going to generate some money, then you need to put down stated income. Because the banks, they're not going back to necessarily look at it all the time. That's not a lot of these banks, they just saying, yo, we're just gonna go off what you stated that you predict your business to do. And so with stated income, put down what you think your business is gonna do. So that's a very scary piece for everybody. I want to help somebody with that. Then I want to give them another bank.
You know, there's people that pay for information like this, right?
I know they do.
This is for free 99. You about to give them another bank?
Give them another bank.
Talk to them.
All right. So for all the very new and seasoned, like non-seasoned business owners, because again, people are going to the wrong place and asking for money, and they getting $1,000 line of credit, $2,000. You can't run no business with that.
Facts.
You can't even do nothing in your personal life with that.
Yeah. But cry. Yeah.
And be mad about it and try to figure out what went wrong.
Right.
Wells Fargo has They got that. They got a loan where you can get approved up to $100,000, with no documentation as a new business owner. It's called a no doc loan. Yep, 100,000.
For those that don't know, talk about what exactly a no doc loan is. It's very simple, very straightforward. But just break it down for them real quick.
It's just like you applying with a regular application, but normally when you're looking to get that kind of money, we talking about $100,000. When you're normally looking to get that kind of money, there's some kind of documentation that need to be in place to support you applying for $100,000. And so what Wells Fargo says, we want to support new business owners. We want to help you get your business started. And we want to help you grow and scale your business. So we're going to approve you up to $100,000 contingent upon what this application look like. So you're going to support that, personally guarantee that. And then your business, everything need to be structured the right way. And then based upon that information, they're not going to ask you for any bank statements, any documents, anything crazy like that. They're going to approve you based upon what they see. And if they ask you for anything else, it's really just supporting information. But really, honestly, it's a no doc loan. When you go on the Wells Fargo website and you go to the business section, there's going to be a couple different applications. There's got to be one up to 100,000. There's another one I think is up to like 5 million. But that one, you need collateral and you have to have supporting documents. With the 100,000, it's a no doc loan. You apply. and see what you get approved for. If you got all your ducks lined up in a row, you should walk out there with a pretty nice bag, or the bag.
No. The bag.
Yeah,
There you
that
go.
one. That one.
Yo, you damn near just did a business funding masterclass for free.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh my goodness. And we not even done.
For free.
Ladies and gentlemen. We not even done, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up?
My brother.
Yes, sir.
God bless you.
I'm here for the people, man.
I can see that and then some, because you going crazy right now.
I'm here for the people.
And we not even. I wanna.
It's some people that's got, like, they got some goals. They got some dreams.
Yeah.
It's some people that's saying 2022 is my year.
Facts.
And they trying to figure out how they gonna get over this hump.
Facts.
I just gave it to you.
The bag and then some.
I just gave it to
Now
you.
you just got to take the plane and run with it.
Yeah, like don't thank me in the comments and just thank me just to thank me. Go run the plays and then come back and thank me.
And then
That's
thank
how
him
you
after.
thank me.
There you go. 100%.
Yes, sir.
Look, I want to stay on the topic of money conversations because it seems like that's your niche. It seems like that's your forte.
I like money.
Oh no, it seems like you love it, brother. Because you know how to get it and then some. Let's stay within the topic of money conversations because you love money, I love money. People that watch this love money, and there's somebody watching this. They want to figure out any and everything that they need to know to leverage their resources to get even more. Right?
Absolutely.
Let's talk about manufacturer spending real quick.
Ooh.
Because you
hot in here.
Yeah. I mean, I took my coat off.
Well, I can't take my shirt off.
Yeah. We want to be
I would
respectful
take
to
my-
space. We want to be respectful to space, of course. But I'm sweating already just thinking about it. Let's talk about manufacturer spending,
Let's do it.
aka credit to cash.
Let's do it.
You know what it is.
Yep.
I know what it is. But there's somebody who's watching right now that their ears just perked up. Credit to cash. What are you talking about? We talk about credit to cash. We talk about, right?
Yep.
Explain to the average person that's watching this that may not know what exactly is credit to cash and why it's so important.
So credit to cash is you putting yourself in position again. We're going to keep coming back to this because it's important. You having a good credit, personal credit profile, and let's just say you got credit cards and lines of credit, or you're going to apply for them, you're going to get approved for them. It's a form in where you essentially are taking your credit card spending limit. Let's just say Marvin has a credit card of $20,000, and he wants to be able to have access to that credit, like, and he want to turn it into cash.
Facts.
It's a form of which you liquidate the credit that's on that card, and you turn it into cash without any cash advance penalties and fees. So normally it's like 20%, 25%, something crazy, just to like try to go get a cash advance. But I'll essentially show you from a manufacturer spending perspective on how to literally like liquidate the credit card spend and turn it into cash without you having any penalties and fees.
Here we go. We go.
So I mean, you're not spending a dollar.
Okay.
You're not going into any debt.
Okay.
And you putting cash right in your hand.
Right in your hand. Because, there's a lot of people out there that think that credit is evil. They're like, oh, it's debt, it's this, it's that. But they just like the information.
Yeah. And see, the sexy thing about manufacturer spending is that if I'm turning credit into cash, on average, credit card companies are giving you 2% for every dollar that you spend. So if I can show Marvin how to take, let's just say it's $20,000.
I'm about to throw these headphones. Be careful. Be very careful with what you about to say. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I want the people. I mean, look. When I tell you what we talking about this is real, bro. Like I'm like this is. I'm literally about to free somebody financially with this information I'm about to share with you because what we're talking about is there are people that live off of this information, and what I'm saying is that if the credit card company is going to give me 2% for every dollar that I spend, and if I could have a credit card with a $20,000 limit, and 5 times a month I could liquidate this $20,000, which is $100,000, and I take that $100,000 every time I liquidate it, I pay the credit card company back, and they looking at my statements, they say he's spending $100,000, and we got to give him 2% cash back. They're giving me $2,000 every single month. That's somebody take home.
Yeah.
somebody out here working 40 hours a week, 12 months. They got to get through Christmas, Thanksgiving, birthdays, every other holiday,
anniversaries,
all of that with $2,000 a month, and they working hard for that. And I'm literally going to tell them how they can literally manufacture spend and get that money for free.
Walk us through the play. How do we do it?
It's crazy.
Walk us through the play.
It's a lot of plays, but I'll give a play.
Just one. Just give one. Just give one.
Okay, cool. I give one. All right. So essentially, One of the ways that you can manufacture spend, which is, again, we're not spending no money. We're not spending a dollar. We're not going into any form of debt. We're not doing nothing crazy. We're not going to the casino. This is not that. It's not that. We're saying my limit on my card, I'm just gonna use Marvin. Let's say Marvin limit on his card is $25,000. We're gonna show Marvin how to take this $25,000 off his card with any fees and penalties. And we're going to turn it into cash. And then that same cash, he's going to pay the credit card company right back. And then they're going to reward him with cash back, reward points, and things of that nature that he can then turn that cash back and reward points. He can just use the straight cash if he wants to, turn it into gift cards. Or he can use it and just buy other gift cards. Like if you want to do free flights, free hotel stays. It's up to Marvin what he does with his money, but it's his money now at this point because the bank has incentivized him for spending the money.
Right.
Because that was the agreement. Because what the bank is hoping is that they're hoping that Marvin spends the money and he takes his very, 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 very short time paying it back. So then they get the interest. Right. But if we're liquidating and we're paying the money back before the interest hit, which is the very best time to manufacture spend is when you just got the credit card.
Facts.
And the reason being is because you're probably at that 0% APR for the first 12 months.
Facts.
So I ain't got no penalties. I ain't got no fees. I ain't got to worry about that, right?
Right.
Then also they're going to give me an entry bonus. Let me give you an example. Let me give you a personal example. So about 4 or 5 months ago, I applied for the American Express Hilton Honors.
Okay.
And then at the same exact day, I applied for the American Express Delta Sky Miles.
Okay.
So their incentive for me to spend money when I first got the card was, hey, listen, if you spend $3,000 to $5,000 within the first 90 days, most people ain't got that kind of money. How am I going to get this bonus? You just want to sit. Credit card company, they taking people out.
Yeah, they slick.
They say, hey, look, if you spend this money within the first 90 days, and again, if my take home is only $2,000, if I'm an average American and my take home is only $2,000 a month, how am I going to spend $3,000 to $5,000 in the first 90 days? I can't.
It's impossible.
Right. So then that means I have to manufacture spend. I got to figure out a way to do this. So if I manufacture spend and I get this off the card, which is what they offer me, they said, hey, Hilton Honor said, we'll give you 180,000 points, which is essentially the equivalent of $1,800, give or take, depending on how you spend it. Delta Sky Miles said, we'll give you 150,000 points, which is equivalent of $1,500, depending on how you spend it. And then they also both said, we'll give you a $300 statement credit. So combined between the two, we got $600 in straight cash and statement credit. We got 180,000 points here, 150,000 points here. This 180,000 points is the equivalent of like me getting like 3-4 nights stay at the Hilton Honors for free. So tonight I'm staying at the Hilton Honors for free. Okay, just let you know that. Last time I saw you, it was free too.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
You know what I'm saying? I did the little, I did the real with it, right? And then the same thing with Delta Sky Miles.
Right.
I just literally with those points, I sent my uncle. I sent my pops, and I sent one of my buddies. They helped me relocate, and I sent them home first class on points. I didn't pay for it. You know what I mean? So again, manufacturer spending is going to not only is going to put cash in your pocket, but it's going to create that lifestyle that you want, need, and got to have that you're searching for. When you see people flying first class, you see them flying on just business or whatever it is. They eating good, they wearing good clothes, they wearing designer clothes. Manufacturer spending is going to allow you to get free designer clothes. It's going to allow you to fly for free, hotels for free, put cash in your pocket for free. So without further ado, let me break down the play, right?
Run the play.
All right, let's run the play.
Yeah.
All right, so cool. Marvin got a credit card, $25,000 limit. How do he get the money off? This is what Marvin going to do. He's going to go to Dollar General. He's going to go to Walmart. He's going to go anywhere where they sell either gift cards or prepaid reloadable debit Visa cards. Cool. All right, cool. So Marvin goes into Walmart. He gets, let's just say, let's call it a Visa gift card. Marvin is going to load $500 on a Visa gift card. He's going to go up to the cash register, purchase it. They're going to say, boop, pay your $500. Marvin is then going to put his credit card in the machine to pay, to put the money from his credit card onto the gift card, right?
Facts.
So now we got cash on the gift card. Gift cards operate just like a debit card. Same way, same functionality, right? So now we really got cash. But now how do we make this cash, how do we make it, how do we get it into our bank account? So now that it's on the gift card, now we take the gift card to a local grocery store. And the reason why I'm saying local grocery store is because this is where you're going to have to pay the least amount of money to get a money order. So now we're going to go to the grocery store. We're going to probably pay maybe $1 for the money order, right? Pay close attention to this part, because if not, you're going to screw this up. You're going to be at the cash register sweating, saying, Dion misguided me.
Right.
Your transaction cannot exceed the amount that you put on the gift card.
Say it one more time.
Your transaction cannot exceed the amount you put on the gift card. So if you put $500 on the gift card and you know that the grocery store charge you $1, that your gift card need to be, your money order need to be $499 because they charge you $1, so now your transaction is $500. So you tell them you need a $499 because you're like, okay, dollar for the money order. Okay, $499. I need a money order for $499, sir. All right, your transaction is $500 total. They don't really charge no tax on them, right?
Facts.
So boom, $500. You put the gift card as the payment. It's gonna ask you for the PIN code. Pay attention. PIN code is the last 4 digits on the front of the gift card. So you punch in the last 4 digits, boop. Now the transaction is cleared, complete. Now you got a money order for $499. Take that $499 money order, deposit it into your bank account, fill it out from yourself to yourself. Put it into your bank account. Now the money is in your bank account. Now you paid that credit card company off. And now they give you 2% cash back. That's it.
It's as simple as that.
It's as simple as that.
There's no tricks and gimmicks, nothing.
People are looking at this, they saying, well, why don't I just go to the ATM with my credit card and do a cash advance? I just told you, it's 20% on that.
Yeah. Them fees is crazy.
You're going to kill yourself. You're going, now you owe the credit card company 18% because they charge you 20%. Your 2% cash back has just been washed. Now you owe them 18% on top of the money. It's not making sense. The math ain't math and it ain't adding up. And so you're just going to be in a bad position. So don't do that. So you got to find a way to be able to liquidate. There's more other ways. There's plenty more ways. But I ain't gonna. It'll take.
It's all right. I know.
It'll take too much time.
I know.
But that play in itself will literally, like, I have people DM me all the time like, yo, I listened to you when you went live on Instagram. I listened to you on Facebook. I ran the play and I'm over here. I'm getting free money. I'm getting free money. I just want to help somebody, man.
I think this may be the greatest sit down I've ever done in my life. Quite frankly. Quite frankly.
You know it got to be good because the cameraman taking up.
Yeah. He's nodding. He didn't pull out his phone. He said, yo, you ain't gonna believe what I just heard. I ain't never. Hey, but what's crazy is, and this is what I really want to get into.
What's up?
I'm a mentor to some.
Yep.
You're a mentor to many.
Yep.
But even still, and I know how passionate you are about stuff like this. Even still, we are still mentees to people who are where we want to be.
Yeah.
People who are laying the way for us to do what we're trying to do within our respective entrepreneurial journeys.
Yeah.
Could you talk a little bit, because a lot of people hear you saying this information and they're like, well, I've been Googling these things and I haven't been able to find it. I've been YouTubing these things and I haven't been able to find it.
You can't.
This is where mentorship comes into play, right?
Yep.
Could you talk a little bit about your personal experience with mentorship and why it's so important to you?
All right, what I'll say is this. If you don't have a mentor, you have a problem. And if you have a mentor and your mentor doesn't have a mentor,
you got an even bigger problem.
You got a bigger problem.
Oh my God.
Because like my mentor always tells me, shout out to my mentor, Nehemiah Davis. He always tells me our biggest expense in life is what we do not know.
Say it one more time.
Our biggest expense in life is what we do not know. Most of the time, people are allowing what they do know keep them from what they don't know. People out here, they just smarty pants. They just like, yo, like, I got all the answers. You can't tell me nothing. You got to bring yourself down. You got to humble yourself. And I had to do that because I was running by myself for a while and I was making great money, but I had to realize that, you know, I needed somebody to help guide me. And I realized sooner than later that having a mentor was a cheat code because I was always a mentor, but I didn't have a mentor for a while. And so I'm able to genuinely speak to these things, right? But as I was mentoring people, my life was stagnated from a growth perspective and an income perspective because I didn't have nobody that was mentoring me and I was able to plug into and that was excelling me, where I was the guy that everybody was coming into and they was plugging into me and they was excelling and growing, but I wasn't growing. So I can only grow you as much as I know.
Facts.
So that means that now I'm hurting people because I'm not constantly growing, right? So at the end of the day, a mentor is like a cheat code to life.
Facts.
That's the cheat code. You know how we used to play the game as little kids? You put in the code. And you,
double X down, BB, square circle.
Up, down, up, select, contra. Like, yo, this is the cheat code to life. Like, this is I wouldn't be where I'm at right now, like year to date, life to date, month to date. None of everything if I wasn't like being mentored on a day-to-day. Like I literally, when we was walking up here, I was explaining to you about a call that I was on and how that call was just blowing my mind on, right? Yeah, I make great money, but it's like, yo, I realized I'm leaving a bag on the table. And so let me give everybody in the comments and everybody that's watching this an example of why a mentor is a cheat code.
Talk to me.
A mentor is, and I've been saying this for a while. A mentor is like, let me ask you a question, Marvin. Would if you had to, right? We're in New York.
Yes, we are.
If you had to drive to, let's just call it Georgia. It's a pretty long drive, right?
Yeah, it's
How many hours is that?
More than I'm willing to count.
Right.
More than I'm willing to count. That's a lot of hours.
If you were going to drive from here to Georgia, would you just get in the car and go, or would you use something?
No, I gotta prepare. I gotta, first off, I got back problems. I gotta get pillows together. I gotta get a map. I gotta, make sure the routes.
You gotta get a who?
Oh, a map. I gotta get a map to know where I'm going.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna use a GPS.
100%.
But why?
Because I need to know where I'm going. I need somebody to show me step by step, route by route, make sure I get to my destination, right? And as timely as I possibly can be. Yeah.
So, but like, let's just say you got a little bit sleepy behind the wheel and you maybe made a wrong turn. Is that navigation system? What is it going to do?
Rerouting. It's going to get me right back on track.
Got you.
Yeah.
You just explained a mentor. you just explained a mentor. Like what a mentor does is they say, okay, you're here, and you're telling the mentor, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to Georgia.
Facts.
I'm trying to get there safely. And the mentor said, oh, I drove from New York to Georgia before.
Yeah.
Here, let me help you with that. And let me give you, because everybody want to take the fastest route, don't they?
Yeah, of course. 100%.
They want to take the safest route.
Yeah, 100%.
They want to take the most convenient route,
100%.
the cheapest route possible.
Facts.
And that's what a mentor gets you there the fastest. They get you there the cheapest. They get you there the safest. They get you there the most convenient. Because if you try to figure this thing out by yourself, you're going to get lost.
Facts.
You're going to run out of gas.
Facts.
You're going to catch a flat tire. You're going to need some help. So why not save yourself some time, some energy, and some money, and just get you a mentor and allow them to navigate? Because there's a lot of people that say, "Yo, I want to make 6 figures. I want to make 7 figures." How you think you're just gonna roll out of bed?
And then just boom, 6 figures, 7 figures.
It's not gonna happen. You gotta get you a mentor. You gotta get you somebody who's been there. Somebody has a success. Let me say this because it's people that they think they got mentors, but they've been tricked and fooled based upon what they see. Success and failure leaves clues, and success has receipts. Get you somebody who can show you on their phone and say, "Hey, here, look,
I done did this.
I did it.
Here's the proof.
Here's the money.
Right.
Here's the income statement. Here go the bank statement."
Facts.
If you're trying to make 6 figures, you got to get with somebody that's made 6 figures. You want to make 7 figures, get with somebody that's made 7 figures.
That's it.
And I'm gonna be honest, I don't mind sharing. Like if somebody say, "Yo, you really make 6 figures," I don't mind.
Yeah,
I show
them the proof, just so that they know.
Yeah. I mean, it's a part of the deal. When I'm holding classes and I'll show my back office. They be like, "Yo, that's crazy."
Right.
You need to see that. You following somebody who has the success, who has the track record, like who's actually really doing it. And I'm not just talking it; I'm actually walking it. So trust and believe. Like if you get you a mentor, that's gonna be the best thing. That's gonna be the best decision you ever made.
So now watch this. You just gave so much ridiculous game on this platform just now. And somebody's watching this is like, you know what? I hear everything you're saying. I do need a mentor. And I want it to be you. They looking at Mr. Phenomenal like, yo, but I'm not trying to get mentored by anybody else under the sun but Mr. Phenomenal.
Yep.
If somebody who's watching this is thinking that and they want to be mentored by you, they want you to show them the same roadmap that you done taken so that they can get where you've gotten and beyond.
Yeah.
Where can they find you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm on Facebook, Dion Coopwood, on Instagram at Mr. Phenomenal Power, and the link is in all of my bios. I run a mentorship program called Dominate the Decade Mentorship Group. Pretty solid program where I have 3 different tiers right now currently.
Break them down.
I have a program where entry level for an individual who wants to just learn and understand and take advantage of everything that we just talked about, financial literacy based. We talk about personal credit, business funding, you know what I mean? Like how to get to that bag, manufacturer spending, how to become a trade line expert, everything that you need to do to roadmap yourself to become like a 6-figure earner in the credit space. Like that's the first essential tier that I have. Then I have a second tier where we really I teach people how to dominate and navigate through the digital space where there's a lot of money being left on the table in regards to running a business and people aren't present digitally. And what that means is just you really being able to understand how to navigate around everything that's digital in regards to business. We talking about your marketing, your branding, your social media presence, digital products and services, course content creation. we go and we tap into that, and just the foundation and the fundamentals of making sure that your business and how you're running it is solidified. And so you get me, you actually get me, and I'm there, and I'm kind of, walk you through the process. Like it's a group, and we have strategy calls, we have coaching calls, we have accountability calls, like everything that you need in order to really go to that next level. Because again, you need a mentor.
Facts.
You need that. And so then my third tier is much more detailed out, where it's much more accountability, high level execution, and again, like you said, you get more of me. And so with the first program, that's essentially like a 30-day program. The second program is a 90-day, and then that third program is a 1-year program.
And the links for those will be in the description below. You gonna give me the links? So
we'll get you the links, bro.
So now to close this thing out, I just got one question for you.
Yeah,
and I need you to finish this sentence for me.
Yep.
Somebody wants to join your mentorship program. They're like, oh, I'm tapped in. DTD, dominate the decade. I'm here.
Yep.
Finish the sentence for me.
Yep.
You should not join this mentorship if blank.
If you don't like money.
It's just simple and plain, just like that.
That's it. Other than that, if you don't like money, if you don't like success, if you don't want to push past fears, if you don't want to execute, if you don't want to be I don't know because it's like, it's weird. Like, I don't understand why a person wouldn't want to plug into somebody that, again, just check my track record. Go to my very first picture on my Instagram, my very first picture on my Facebook. You guys are looking at somebody who's done it and done it well. We talking about, I started off as an excellent employee. I had a respect for my job. I liked what I do. It just got to a point I realized that, the job saw something in me that I didn't see in myself, that I was way more valuable. I'm like, yo, I'm making 6 figures at a job. They was like, we're going to keep paying him. We're going to keep him around. If we keep paying him, he's going to stick around. I'm like, yo, if I can make 6 figures working for you guys, I could probably, if I give up, because the reality is that, like, we got to start to sacrifice. Like, I'm like, yo, if I give up this job, I could probably make $100,000 in a month, $100,000 in a week,
easy,
$100,000 in a day.
Okay, hold on. You talking that different. Hold on, let me sit up.
And look, and it ain't this ain't to impress nobody, but this is to press upon people what's possible. I've made $100,000 in a day. Like, these are possibilities. Yeah, your headphones work. You heard it right. They work.
I'm making. You turn my volume up. Say that again. Say that again.
Yeah, the reality is that it's some people that's you working for 40,000 for the year, 60,000 for the year, 70. Like, you looking at somebody who, back in 2016, I separated from a job that was paying me like $130 for the year, like $126 and some change.
And for a lot of people, they would look at you like you crazy.
Yeah, they did look like, all my friends like, yo, you bugging, like you tripping, like what are you doing? Like the only person that did look at me like I was crazy was my girl at the time, who is now my wife. Shout out to her. And my mom. They was like, yo,
go ahead,
you got it.
And then now, fast forward a couple years later, wow.
I'm 6 years. I'm a 6-year full-time entrepreneur. 6 years. 6 years I ain't punched the clock. 6 years I ain't looked back. 6 years I believed in myself. I had faith. 6 years I said it has to work, or it has to work.
Simple.
And it only works if you work.
Facts.
Listen, it only work. Like, if you get in my program, the only way that it's gonna work is if you work it. You gotta work it. You can't get in there and just take notes. You gotta get in there and take action. Like, this is the truth.
Man, brother, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for the value. Thank you for the gems. I'm gonna just put this out there. There got to be a part 3.
Are you gonna hit me? You gonna do me like that?
I'm just putting it out there. They're gonna be a part 3 because I'm telling you what they told me at the beginning. They said that they didn't.
Hey, but the people, they said. So
there's gonna be a part 3. I don't know when, I don't know how, I don't know what, but I do know who, and that is you. And
I appreciate you, brother.
We're gonna have to bring you back. But brother, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for the gems.
No problem.
And thank you to every single person that, of course, tapped into this sit down. This was phenomenal. No pun intended. All the links to all your, of course, digital products, and of course, mainly the mentorship, will be in the description below. I know that there were a couple people who actually tapped into your mentorship last go around. And it was like 2 days in, and they messaged me like, yo, this thing is ridiculous. I'm like, oh, he's really about that. So this time around,
hey, do you want me to lead them with something else?
Close this thing out for me. Close it out.
Look, let me. I just want to give the people at least 2 or 3 things that they need to do right now in their business to scale and grow to the next level.
Talk to them.
Especially if you're running a credit repair company, right? The first thing you need to do is you need to come up with a digital product.
First thing.
Just at least create an ebook.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why you need to create an ebook, which is going to be a digital product, is this is the only thing that you can do, work one time and you get paid forever.
Evergreen.
So I'm killing the mindset that I got to work to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Do the work one time and you're going to get paid forever.
Mm-hmm.
And you put your best secrets in there. You put just like today, you put all of the sauce go into your ebook.
In there. You dribble it in there.
And you let people duplicate and mimic the process and create the same level of success that you've had. And you're going to sell that book. Let me give you some numbers. Let's go with a $47 ebook. Let's say the ebook sells 100 times in a month. What's the math on that? How much bread they make?
4,700.
Okay, cool.
Easy.
Look at that for the year. Come on,
man. That's somebody's salary.
That's somebody's salary, and you ain't did nothing. You ain't did nothing but go to sleep and wake up.
Made one time, and I got ebook money rolling in right now, so I know it's a beautiful thing.
That's called sleep money.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful thing. That's
all right,
good.
Get you a virtual assistant.
That's the second thing. Oh, that's a talk to them.
You got to get your virtual assistant. What the virtual assistant does is they do that minimum wage activities that you shouldn't be doing as a business owner.
Facts.
The $5, $10, and $15 an hour work, go ahead and get your virtual assistant. You go to onlinejobs.ph if you want to get somebody from the Philippines. That's a super, super dope connect. But you need to vet somebody, train them, and make sure that they understand the job that they're doing. And essentially, you can pay that person, let's just say $200, $300, $400, $500 a month. So that's like $100 a week, give or take. But if they're doing all of the administrative work for you, or let's just say you're running a credit repair company, they doing all of the credit repair. So you onboarding the clients, make sure all the documents are on point, and then they're doing all of the dispute for you, and you're paying them $500 a month. To them, that's a lot of money. They're making great bread.
To you,
right?
It's like, hey man,
you know what I'm
these
saying?
profit margins looking beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? So let's just say you pay them $500 per client, right? They handle the client the whole way through. But if you charging $1,000 for your services, you're putting $500 in your pocket. Or let's just say you might be paying them $200 to handle your client all the way through.
$800 in your pocket.
Yeah. If you charge $1,800, or if you say, hey, I ain't charging that much, I'm only charging $750. Well, that's still $550 in your pocket. You're not doing the work. So now you can go to Vegas, you can go to Miami Beach, you can go to Cabo,
chilling,
and you chilling, and the money's getting made because you just onboarding people, having a phone conversation, just sending them to the VA. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Crazy.
Listen, brother.
Crazy.
Thank you.
Crazy.
Thank you.
Crazy.
Thank you. Thank you. And of course, thank you to everybody that watched this. So much gems, so much value, so much jewels, and I appreciate you, brother.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
For everybody that's tapped in, thank you for tapping in. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe, tap into his mentorship. I'm Marvin Francois, Dion Coopwood, a.k.a. Mr. Phenomenal. Y'all have been good. We've been great. This has been amazing. And as always, thank you. And God bless. Peace.